Hey y'all, just before we get into this video, I just want to say, yeah, there is going to be no dispatch footage. A few reasons for that. One, I bought it for my friend JC, so he actually owns it. That was his Christmas present this year. And so he played it, and I watched, and I gave my input. But secondly, the more I thought about it, the more I kind of realized just about every inch of that game is kind of spoiler territory, even the dispatch game in it. So I don't really want to spoil things for you, so just go play the game because it's really, really good. All right. Now, getting into the game itself with Dispatch, I think it's phenomenal. And I really highly recommend it. I think it is my favorite game from this year so far. And I mean, there's nothing else really coming out. The characters are all really, really enjoyable. And the Z team... it's just all so well written because the Z team starts off as a bunch of people that you really hate and you don't like, and but then they really grow on you as time goes on, and it's really well written. The characters are really enjoyable. All the designs are great. I mean, yeah, Blonde Blazer. Yeah. And you have amazing voice acting, I'd say. And the choices, while some of them, I'd say that there was only one dialogue option that really didn't reflect what the tease of what it would be is. The flavor line, is that the word I'm looking for? Anyways, there's only one time of that, so it wasn't like your typical game like that where it will say one thing and then the character will say something entirely different. So there's only one thing that was kind of a little different from what we were anticipating with it. But overall, the game was just really enjoyable. The characters were very likable. It was, I mean, I liked the art style of it, honestly. It was really good. The only thing that I didn't like in terms of the art style was the Mecha Man suit. Not the one at the beginning of the game. The Mecha Man suit at the beginning of the game. I did not really care for that all that much. I thought it looked rather bland. JC also agreed with me on that, but I'd say the only little critique that I really truly have for the game is that the dispatch game within the game, the whole dispatching thing that you have to do. I wish that there was an option, once you beat the main campaign, to just kind of turn that into a roguelite almost, where you're just going through that. And it gets more difficult the more weeks go on, right? So it's like every 5 days of successful missions, you get like a boss fight that you have to do or whatever. And either you beat it and you keep going and you have like new team-ups or powers or something like that, or, you lose and you have to start over. Kind of just, I think that could have been really cool to expand on and turn it into a roguelite that allows for more replayability post-campaign. Because I really did enjoy the dispatch mode. I mean, obviously JC was the one playing, but I was giving my input, and he was mostly listening to me because I'm a smart cookie. He's done a few more playthroughs without me now to get the other endings and whatnot, and pick the other options. But again, I think that's my biggest criticism of the game is that I wish that there was kind of like a after game where it was just the dispatch game mode and you could just turn it into kind of a roguelite. I think that would be rather enjoyable, and maybe for dispatch 2 if we ever get that. But if we do get that, that's probably like, I don't know, 5 years out, bare minimum, maybe even more, which is really unfortunate. But and while I criticize games that are turn-based, because I don't like turn-based at all. I really don't. The only time that I've enjoyed turn-based is Wizard 101. But this isn't really turn-based, and obviously this is definitely more so in an interactive movie than it is necessarily a game. But let's be honest, that's pretty much all that games are now, unfortunately. As much as I love like God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, most PlayStation titles are just interactive movies at this point, But I like the games like Until Dawn and the choices matter and stuff like that. I do enjoy games like that, like the Tall Tales. And I think that this was one of the better ones to do it. And I really wish that it got more recognition because it deserves it. And it's just really unfortunate that that Claire Obscura UE5 slop won Game of the Year. Here we are with a French-made UE5 title. I hate the French. I really do. So snobby, and yet they eat snails. That all aside, I really wish that Dispatch was even in the talks for Game of the Year, because I don't think it was. I mean, I don't think Doom: The Dark Ages was either, and I think that that should have probably been in there too. But no, Donkey Kong, that ran at like 30 FPS was. So, real precedent for gaming there. Always gotta have something with Nintendo. I want people to play Dispatch because I think it is a spectacular game that is just so well written, so well acted, and is just enjoyable. I think its perfection comes from the fact that it's imperfect. Like the whole thing is just imperfect, you know? But I gotta say, on every aspect of the game, it was pretty phenomenal. Maybe another little issue that I would have with the game is I feel like some of the levels you're designed to fail. Again, JC has replayed through it, so maybe having prior knowledge has helped a bit with that. But just from a few of the first initial things, I really do feel like they're designed for you to fail. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just perhaps an annoying thing at times. But I'd say go pick up Dispatch. It's on sale right now on Steam and I think probably pretty much everywhere, since everything's on sale right now with it being Christmas time, you know, so most things are on sale right now for winter time, Yule Lide time, you know. Anyways, point is that the game is amazing. It's my game of the year, and I'd highly recommend picking it up. Will we ever see Dispatch 2? Probably not, in all honesty. Probably not, but it'd be phenomenal if we did. It would be really phenomenal. There's definitely some new vocal stems that we've picked up from that game, which is, you know, always great to add to the library. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about Dispatch down below. I kind of at one point wanted to make this video a lot more in depth, but truthfully, I'm too lazy for that. So you're stuck with me just kind of ranting and rambling about it a bit. So I do apologize for that. Maybe I'll come back to it at a later date. I have a bunch of videos that I would love to come back to and do a lot more in depth, but right now we're just on that daily grind, you know? So we just gotta trudge through the mud of the early days, and then eventually I'll be able to revisit those videos properly. But with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting and raving a little bit about Dispatch, because I think it's a phenomenal game, and I want more people to play it. I want it to be more well-known, and I wish that it got Game of the Year, because I think it deserves it a lot more than, you know, the French game, Claire Obscura, the theater child game. With all that said, again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow with not this type of video, but it will still be Black Ops 7, because Black Ops 7 is the best COD since Black Ops 4. Okay, toodles. Love y'all. Stay hydrated. Mwah. I got the shivers.